lauds his exploits wrought aforetime, the deeds of him, yea, him who moveth swiftly, when, hurling forth his weapons in the battle, he with impetuous wrath lays low the foeman. 14 When he, yea, he, comes forth the firm set mountains and the whole heaven and earth, tremble for terror. Maenadas, ever praising the protection of that dear friend, gain quickly strength heroic. 15 Now unto him of these things hath been given what he who rules alone o'er much, electeth. Indra hath helped Adasa, Soma Pressor, contending in the race of steeds with Surya. 16 Thus to thee, Indra, yoker of bay coursers, the Gaudamas have brought their prayers to please thee. Bestow upon them thought, decked with all beauty. May he, enriched with prayer, come soon and early. Him Lxii. Indra. One like anger is a gladdening laud we ponder to him who loveth song, exceeding mighty. Let us sing glory to the far-famed hero who must be praised with fair hymns by the singer. 2 Unto the great bring ye great adoration, a chant with praise to him exceeding mighty, through whom our sires, Angirasas, singing praises and knowing well the places, found the cattle. 3 When Indra and the Angirasas desired it, Sarama found provision for her Offi pring. Braspati cleft the mountain, found the cattle, the heroes shouted with the kine in triumph. 4 Mid shout, loud shout, and roar, with the Navajvas, 7 singers, hast thou, heavenly, rent the mountain, thou hast, with speeders, with Dasigvas, Indra, Sakra, with thunder rent obstructive Vala. 5 Praised by Angirasas, thou, foe destroyer, hast, with the dawn, sun, rays, dispelled the darkness. Thou Indra, hast spread out the earth's high ridges, and firmly fixed the region under heaven. 6 This is the deed most worthy of all honor, the fairest marvel of the wonder-worker, that, nigh where heaven bends down, he made 4 rivers flow full with waves that carry down sweet water. 7 Unwearied, one with lauding hymns, he parted of old the ancient pair, united ever. In highest sky like Bhaga, he the doer of marvels set both dames and earth and heaven. 8 Stillborn afresh, young dames, each in her manner, unlike in hue, the pair in alternation round heaven and earth from ancient time have travelled, night with her dark limbs, dawn with limbs of splendour. 9 Rich in good actions, skilled in operation, the sun with might maintains his perfect friendship. Thou in the raw cows, black of hue or ruddy, storest the ripe milk glossy white in color. 10 Their paths, of old connected, rest uninjured, they with great might preserve the immortal statutes. For many thousand holy works the sisters wait on the haughty Lord like wives and matrons. 11 Thoughts ancient, seeking wealth, with adoration, with newest lauds have sped to thee, O mighty. As yearning wives cleave to their yearning husband, so cleave our hymns to thee, O Lord most potent. 12 Strong God, the riches which thy hands have holden from days of old have perished not nor wasted. Splendid art thou, O Indra, wise, unbending strengthen us with might, O Lord of power. 13 O mighty Indra, Gautama's son Nidas hath fashioned this new prayer to the eternal, sure leader, yoker of the tawny coursers. May he, enriched with prayer, come soon and early. Hymn Ziath. Indra. 1 Thou art the mighty one. When born, O Indra, with power thou purifiedst earth and heaven, when, in their fear of thee, all firm-set mountains and monstrous creatures shook like dust before thee. 2 When thy 2 wandering bays thou drawest hither, thy praise laid within thine arms the thunder, wherewith, O much invoked, in will resistless, thou smitest foemen down and many a castle. 3 Faithful art thou, these thou defiest, Indra, thou art the robust lord, heroic, victor. Thou, by his side, for young and glorious Kutsa, with steed and car in battle slewest Sisna, for that, as a friend, thou furtheredst, O Indra, when, Thundcrare, strong in act, thou crushedst Vritra. When, hero, thou, great-souled, with easy conquest didst rend the Dacius in their distant dwelling. 5 This doest thou, and art not harmed, O Indra, e'en in the anger of the strongest mortal. Lay thou the race course open for our horses, as with a club, slay, thunder-armed one our foeman. 6 Hence men invoke thee, Indra, in the tumult of battle, in the light-bestowing conflict. This aid of thine, O godlike one, was ever to be implored in deeds of might in combat. 7 Warring for Purukutsa thou, O Indra, thunder-armed I breakest down the 7 castles. Easily, for Suides, like grass didst rend them, and out of need, king, broughtest gain to Puru. 8 O Indra, God who movest round about us, feed us with varied food plenteous as water food wherewithal, O hero, thou bestowest vigor itself to flow to us forever. 9 Prayers have been made by Gautamas, O Indra, addressed to thee, with laud for thy bay horses. Bring us in noble shape abundant riches. May he, enriched with prayer, come soon and early. Hymn Lxiv. Maruts. 1. Bring for the manly host, wise and majestical, Onidas, for the Maruts bring thou a pure gift. I deck my songs as one deft-handed, wise in mind prepares the water that hath power in solemn rites. 2. They spring to birth, the lofty ones, the bulls of heaven, divine, the youths of Rudra, free from spot and stain, the purifiers, shining brightly even as suns, awful of form like giants, scattering raindrops down. 3 Young Rudras, demon slayers, never growing old, they have waxed, even as mountains, irresistible. They make all beings tremble with their mighty strength, even the very strongest, both of earth and heaven. 4 With glittering ornaments they deck them forth for show. For beauty on their breasts they bind their chains of gold. The lances on their shoulders pound to pieces, they were born together, of themselves, the men of heaven. 5 Loud roarers, giving strength, devourers of the foe, they make the winds, they make the lightnings with their powers. The restless shakers drain the udders of the sky, and ever wandering round fill the earth full with milk. 6 The bounteous Maruts with the fatness dropping milk fill full the waters which avail in solemn rites. They lead, as 'twere, the strong horse forth, that it may rain, they milk the thundering, the never-failing spring. 7 Mighty, with wondrous power and marvelously bright, self-strong like mountains, ye glide swiftly on your way. Like the wild elephants ye eat the forests up when ye assume your strength among the bright red flames. 8 Exceeding wise they roar like lions mightily, they, all-possessing, are beauteous as antelopes. Stirring the darkness with lances and spotted deer, combined as priests, with serpents' fury through their might. 9 Heroes who march in companies, befriending man, with serpent's ire through strength, ye greet the earth and heaven. Upon the seats, O Maruts, of your chariots, upon the cars stands lightning visible as light. 10 Lords of all riches, dwelling in the home of wealth, endowed with mighty vigor, singers loud of voice, heroes, of powers infinite, armed with strong men's rings, the archers, they have laid the arrow on their arms. 11 They who with golden fellies make the rain increase drive forward the big clouds like wanderers on the way. Self-moving, brisk, unwearied, they o'erthrow the firm, the Maruts with bright lances make all things to reel. 12 The progeny of Rudra we invoke with prayer, the brisk, the bright, the worshipful, the active ones to the strong band of Maruts cleave for happiness, the chasers of the sky, impetuous, vigorous. 13 Maruts, the man whom ye have guarded with your help, he verily in strength surpasseth all mankind. Spoil with his steeds he gaineth, treasure with his men, he winneth honorable strength and prospereth. 14 O Maruts, to the worshippers give glorious strength invincible in battle, brilliant, bringing wealth, praiseworthy, known to all men. May we foster well, during 100 winters, son and progeny. 15 Will ye then, O ye Maruts, grant us riches, durable, rich in men, defying onslaught. 100,000-fold, ever increasing? May he, enriched with prayer, come soon and early. Hymn Lxiv. Agni. 1 One-minded, wise, they track thee like a thief lurking in dark cave with a stolen cow, thee claiming worship, bearing it to God's dash. There nigh to thee sate all the holy ones. To the gods approached the ways of holy law, there was a gathering vast as heaven itself. The waters feed with praise the growing babe, born nobly in the womb, the seat of law. 3 Like grateful food, like some wide dwelling place, like a fruit-bearing hill, a wholesome stream. Like a steed urged to run in swift career, rushing like Sindhu, who may check his course. 4 Kin as a brother to his sister floods, he cats the woods as a king eats the rich. When through the forest, urged by wind, he spreads, verily Agni shears the hair of earth. 5 Like a swan sitting in the floods he pants, wisest in mind mid men he wakes at morn. A sage like Soma, sprung from law, he grew like some young creature, mighty, shining far. Him Lxvi. Agni. 1. Like the sun's glance, like wealth of varied sort, like breath which is the life, like one's own son, like a swift bird, a cow who yields her milk, pure and refulgent to the wood he speeds. 2 He offers safety like a pleasant home, like ripened corn, the conqueror of men. Like a seer lauding, famed among the folk, like a steed friendly he vouchsafes us power. 3 With flame insatiate, like eternal might, caring for each one like a dame at home, bright when he shines forth, whitish mid the folk, like a car, gold-decked, thundering to the fight. 4 He strikes with terror like a dart shot forth, e'en like an archer's arrow tipped with flame, master of present and of future life, the maiden's lover and the matron's lord. 5 To him lead all your ways, may we attain the kindled God as cows their home at eve. He drives the flames below as floods their swell, the rays rise up to the fair place of heaven. Him Lxi. Agni. 1 Victorious in the wood, friend among men, ever he claims obedience as a king. Gracious like peace, blessing like mental power, priest was he, offering bearer, full of thought. 2 He, bearing in his hand all manly might, crouched in the cavern, struck the gods with fear. Men filled with understanding find him there, when they have sting prayers formed within their heart. 3 He, like the unborn, holds the broad earth up, and with effective utterance fixed the sky. O Agni, guard the spots which cattle love, thou, life of all, hast gone from lair to lair. 4 Whoso hath known him dwelling in his lair, and hath approached the stream of holy law, they who release him, paying sacred rites, truly to such doth he announce great wealth. 5 He who grows mightily in herbs, within each fruitful mother and each babe she bears, wise, life of all men, in the waters home for him have sages built as 'twere a seed. Him Lxiath. Agni. 1. Commingling, restless, he ascends the sky, unveiling nights, and all that stands or moves, as he the sole God is preeminent in greatness among all these other gods. 2 All men are joyful in thy power, O God, that living from the dry wood thou art born. All truly share thy Godhead while they keep, in their accustomed ways, eternal law. 3 Strong is the thought of law, the law's behest, all works have they performed, he quickens all. Whoso will bring oblation, gifts to thee, to him, bethanking thee, vouchsafe thou wealth. 4 Seated as priest with Manu's progeny, of all these treasures he alone is Lord. Men yearn for children to prolong their line, and are not disappointed in their hope. 5 Eagerly they who hear his word fulfill his wish as sons obey their sire's behest. He, rich in food, unbars his wealth like doors, he, the house friend, bath-decked heavens vault with stars. Him Lxix. Agni. 1 Bright, splendid, like dawn's lover, he bath-filled the two-joined worlds as with the light of heaven. When born, with might thou hast encompassed them, Father of gods, and yet their son wast thou. 2 Agni, the sage, the humble, who discerns like the cow's udder, the sweet taste of food, like a bliss-giver to be drawn to men, sits gracious in the middle of the house. 3 Born in the dwelling like a lovely son, pleased, like a strong steed, he bears on the folk. What time the men and I, with heroes, call, may Agni then gain all through godlike power. For none breaks these holy laws of thine when thou hast granted audience to these chieftains here. This is thy boast, thou smotest with thy peers, and joined with heroes dravest off disgrace. 5 Like the dawn's lover, spreading light, well known as hued like morn, may he remember me. They, bearing of themselves, unbar the doors, they all ascend to the fair place of heaven. Hymn LXX. Agni. 1 May we, the pious, win much food by prayer, may Agni with fair light pervade each act, he the observer of the heavenly laws of gods, and of the race of mortal man. 2 He who is germ of waters, germ of woods, germ of all things that move not and that move to him even in the rock and in the house, immortal one, he cares for all mankind. 3 Agni is Lord of riches for the man who serves him readily with sacred songs. Protect these beings thou with careful thought, knowing the races both of gods and men. For whom many dawns and nights, unlike, make strong, whom, born in law, all things that move and stand he bath been one, herald who sits in light, making effectual all our holy works. 5 Thou settest value on our cows and woods, all shall bring tribute to us to the light. Men have served thee in many and sundry spots, parting, as 'twere, an aged father's wealth. 6 Like a brave archer, like one skilled and bold, a fierce avenger, so he shines in fight. Hymn LXXI. Agni. 1. Loving the loving one, as wives their husband, the sisters of one home have urged him forward, bright-colored, even, as the cows love morning, dark, breaking forth to view, and redly beaming. 2 Our sires with lauds burst ye and the firm set fortress, yea, the Angirazes, with roar, the mountain. They made for us a way to reach high heaven, they found us day, light, day's sign, beams of morning. 3 They stablished order, made his service fruitful. Then parting them among the longing faithful, not thirsting after aught, they come, most active, while with sweet food the race of gods they strengthen. 4 Since Madarisvan, far diffused, bath stirred him, and he in every house grown bright and noble, he, by Tergalike I hath gone as his companion, as on commission to a greater sovereign. 5 When man poured juice to heaven, the mighty Father, he knew and freed himself from close embracement. The archer boldly shot at him his arrow, and the god threw his splendor on his daughter. 6 Whoso, bath flames for thee within his dwelling, or brings the worship which thou lovest daily, do thou of double might increase his substance, may he whom thou incitest meet with riches. 7 All sacrificial viands wait on Agni as the 7 mighty rivers seek the ocean. Not by our brethren was our food discovered, find with the gods care for us, thou who knowest. 8 When light bath filled the Lord of men for increase, straight from the heaven descends the limpid moisture. Agni bath brought to light and filled with spirit the youthful host blameless and well providing. 9 He who like thought goes swiftly on his journey, the sun, alone is ever Lord of riches. The kings with fair hands, Varuna and Mitra, protect the precious nectar in our cattle. 10 O Agni, break not our ancestral friendship, sage as thou art, endowed with deepest knowledge. Old age, like gathering cloud, impairs the body, before that evil become nigh protect me. Himlci. Agni. 1. Though holding many gifts for men, he humbleth the higher powers of each wise ordainer. Agni is now the treasure lord of treasures, for ever granting all immortal bounties. 2 The gods infallible all searching found not him, the dear babe who still is round about us. Worn weary, following his track, devoted, they reached the lovely highest home of Agni. 3 Because with holy oil the pure ones, Agni, served thee the very pure 3 autumn seasons, therefore they won them holy names for worship, and nobly born they dignified their bodies. 4 Making them known to spacious earth and heaven, the holy ones revealed the powers of Rudra. The mortal band, discerning in the distance, found Agni standing in the loftiest station. 5 Nigh they approached, one-minded, with their spouses, kneeling to him adorable paid worship. Friend finding in his own friend's eye protection, they made their own the bodies which they chastened. 6 Soon as the holy beings had discovered the thrice 7 mystic things contained within thee, with these, one-minded, they preserve the Amrita, guard thou the life of all their plants and cattle. 7 Thou, Agni, knower of men's works, hast sent us good food in constant course for our subsistence, thou deeply skilled in paths of gods becamest an envoy never wearied, offering bearer. 8 Knowing the law, the 7 strong floods from heaven, full of good thought, discern the doors of riches. Sarama found the cattle's firm built prison whereby the race of man is still supported. 9 They who approached all noble operations making a path that leads to life immortal, to be the bird's support, the spacious mother, Utti, and her great son stood in power. 10 When gods immortal made both eyes of heaven, they gave to him the gift of beauteous glory. Now they flow forth like rivers set in motion, they knew the red steeds coming down, O Agni. Hymns the 8th. Agni. I. He who gives food, like patrimonial riches and guides aright like some wise man's instruction, loved like a guest who lies in pleasant lodging may he, as priest, prosper his servant's dwelling. 2 He who like Savitar the god, true-minded protecteth with his power. All acts of vigor, truthful, like splendor, glorified by many, like breath joy-giving all must strive to win him. 3 He who on earth dwells like a king surrounded by faithful friends, like a god all-sustaining, like heroes who preside, who sit in safety, like as a blameless dame dear to her husband. 4 Thee, such, in settlements secure, O Agni, our men serve ever kindled in each dwelling. On him have they laid splendor in abundance, dear to all men, bearer be he of riches. May 5th Thy rich worshippers win food, O Agni, and princes gain long life who bring oblation. May we get booty from Jur foe in battle, presenting to the gods their share for glory. 6 The cows of holy law, sent us by heaven, have swelled with laden udders, loudly lowing, soliciting his favor, from a distance the rivers to the rock have flowed together. 7 Agni, with thee, soliciting thy favor, the holy ones have gained glory in heaven. They made the night and dawn of different colors, and set the black and purple hues together. May 8th we and those who worship be the mortals whom thou, O Agni, leadest on to riches. Thou hast filled earth and heaven and air's mid-region, and followest the whole world like a shadow. 9 Aided by thee, O Agni, may we conquer steeds with steeds, men with men, heroes with heroes, lords of the wealth transmitted by our fathers, and may our princes live 100 winters. May 10th These are hymns of praise, Agni, ordainer, be pleasant to thee in thy heart and spirit. May we have power to hold thy steeds of riches, laying on thee the God-sent gift of glory. Hymns Ziv. Agni. 1 As forth to sacrifice we go, a hymn to a hymn let us say, who hears us even when afar. 2 Who, from of old, in carnage, when the people gathered, hath preserved his household for the worshipper. 3 And let men say, Agni is born, en he who slayeth Verdra, he who winneth wealth in every fight. 4 Him in whose house an envoy thou lovest to taste his offered gifts, and strengthenest his sacrifice. 5 Him, Angaras, thou son of strength, all men call happy in his God, his offerings, and his sacred grass. 6 Hitherward shalt thou bring these gods to our laudation and to taste these offered gifts, fair shining one. 7 When, Agni, on thine embassage thou goest not a sound is heard of steed or straining of thy car. 8 Aided by the uninjured, strong, one after other, goes he forth, Agni, the ofter forward steps. 9 And splendid strength, heroic, high, Agni, thou grantest from the gods, thou God, to him who offers gifts. Hymn LXXV. Agni. 1 Accept our loudest sounding hymn, food most delightful to the gods, pouring our offerings in thy mouth. 2 Now, Agni, will we say to thee, O wisest and best of Fijaras, our precious, much availing prayer. 3 Who, Agni, is thy kin, of men? Who is thy worthy worshipper? On whom dependent? Who art thou? For the kinsman, Agni, of mankind, their well-beloved friend art thou, a friend whom friends may supplicate. 5. Bring to us Mitra, Varuna, bring the gods to mighty sacrifice. Bring them, O Agni, to thine home. Himlsksi. Agni. 1. How may the mind draw nigh to please thee, Agni? What hymn of praise shall bring us greatest blessing? Or who hath gained thy power by sacrifices? Or with what mind shall we bring thee oblations? 2. Come hither, Agni, sit thee down as Hotar, be thou who never wast deceived our leader. May heaven and earth, the all-pervading, love thee, worship the gods to win for us their favor. 3. Burn thou up all the Rixusas, O Agni, ward thou off curses from our sacrifices. Bring hither with his bays the Lord of Soma, here is glad welcome for the bounteous giver. 4. Thou priest with lip and voice that bring us children hast been invoked. Here with the gods be seated. Thine is the task of cleanser and presenter, waken us, wealth bestower and producer. 5. As with oblations of the priestly mayest thou worshipped the gods, a sage with sages, so now, O truthfulest invoker Agni, worship this day with joy-bestowing ladle. Himlsksi. Agni. 1. How shall we pay oblation unto Agni? What hymn, God loved, is said to him refulgent? Who, deathless, true to law, mid men a herald, bringeth the gods as best of sacrificers. 2. Bring him with reverence hither, most propitious in sacrifices, true to law, the herald, for Agni, when he seeks the gods for mortals, knows them full well and worships them in spirit. 3. For he is mental power, a man, and perfect, he is the bringer, friend-like, of the wondrous. The pious Aryan tribes at sacrifices address them first to him who doth marvels. May 4th Agni, foe-destroyer, manliest hero, accept with love our hymns and our devotion. So may the liberal lords whose strength is strongest, urged by their riches, stir our thoughts with vigor. 5. Thus Agni Jatavedas, true to order, hath by the priestly Gautamas been lauded. May he augment in them splendor and vigor, observant, as he lists, he gathers increase. Himlsksi 8th. Agni. 1. O Jatavedas, keen and swift, we Gautamas with sacred song exalt thee for thy glory's sake. To thee, as thou art, desiring wealth Gautama worships with his song, we laud thee for thy glory's sake. 3. As such, like Angaras we call on thee best winner of the spoil, we laud thee for thy glory's sake. 4. Thee, best of Vritra-slayers, thee who shakest off our Dasyophoes, we laud thee for thy glory's sake. 5. A pleasant song to Agni we, sons of Rahyogana, have sung, we laud thee for thy glory's sake. Hymn 6. Agni. 1. He in mid-air's expanse hath golden tresses, a raging serpent, like the rushing tempest, purely refulgent, knowing well the morn. Ing. Like honorable dames, true, active workers. 2. Thy well-winged flashes strengthen in their manner, when the black bull hath bellowed round about us. With drops that bless and seem to smile he cometh, the waters fall, the clouds utter their thunder. 3. When he comes streaming with the milk of worship, conducting by directest paths of order our Yaman, Mitra, Varuna, Parajman fill the hide full where lies the nether press stone. 4. O Agni, thou who art the lord of wealth in kine, thou son of strength, vouchsafe to us, O Jatavetlas, high renown. 5. He, Agni, kindled, good and wise, must be exalted in our song, shine, thou of many forms, shine radiantly on us. 6. O Agni, shining of thyself by night and when the morning breaks, burn, thou whose teeth are sharp, against the Rakshasas. 7. Adorable in all our rites, favor us, Agni, with thine id, when the great hymn is chanted forth. 8. Bring to us ever-conquering wealth, wealth, Agni, worthy of our choice, in all our phrase invincible. 9. Give us, O Agni, through thy grace wealth that supporteth all our life, thy favor so that we may live. 10 O Gotama, desiring bliss present thy songs composed with care to Agni of the pointed flames. 11 May the man fall O Agni, who near or afar assaileth us, do thou increase and prosper us. 12 Keen and swift Agni, thousand-eyed, chased the Rakshasas afar, he singeth, herald meet for lauds. Him LXXX. Indra. 1 Thus in the Soma, in wild joy the Brahman hath exalted thee, thou, mightiest at thunder armed, hast driven by force he dragon from the earth, lauding thine own imperial sway. 2 The mighty flowing Soma draught, brought by the hawk, hath gladdened thee, that in thy strength, O Thunderer, thou hast struck down Vritra from the floods, lauding thine own imperial sway. 3 Go forward, meet the foe, be bold, thy bolt of thunder is not checked. Manliness, Indra, is thy might, stay Vritra, make the waters thine, lauding thine own imperial sway. 4 Thou smotest Vritra from the earth, smotest him, Indra, from the sky. Let these life-fostering waters flow attended by the Marut host, lauding thine own imperial sway. 5 The wrathful Indra with his bolt of thunder rushing on the foe, smote fierce on trembling Vritra's back, and loosed the waters free to run, lauding his own imperial sway. 6 With 100-jointed thunderbolt Indra hath struck him on the back, and, while rejoicing in the juice, seeked prosperity for friends, lauding his own imperial sway. 7 Indra, unconquered might is thine, Thunderer, caster of the stone. For thou with thy surpassing power smotest to death the guileful beast, lauding thine own imperial sway. 8 Far over 90 spacious floods thy thunderbolts were cast abroad, great, Indra, is thy hero might, and strength is seated in thine arms, lauding thine own imperial sway. 9 Laud him 1,000 all at once, shout 24th the hymn of praise. Hundreds have sung aloud to him, to Indra hath the prayer been raised, lauding his own imperial sway. 10 Indra hath smitten down the power of Vritra might with stronger might. This was his manly exploit, he slew Vritra and let loose the floods, lauding his own imperial sway. 11 Yea, even this great pair of worlds trembled in terror at thy wrath, when, Indra, Thunderer, Marut gird, thou slewest Vritra in thy strength, lauding thine own imperial sway. 12 But Vritra scared not Indra with his shaking or his thunder roar. On him that iron thunderbolt fell fiercely with its 1,000 points, lauding his own imperial sway. 13 When with the thunder thou didst make thy dart and Vritra meet in war, thy might, O Indra, fain to slay the dragon, was set firm in heaven, lauding thine own imperial sway. 14 When at thy shout, O thunder-armed, each thing both fixed and moving shook, Ent Vastar trembled at thy wrath and quaked with fear because of thee, lauding thine own imperial sway. 15 There is not, in our knowledge, one who passeth Indra in his strength, in him the deities have stored manliness, insight, power, and might, lauding his own imperial sway. 16 Still as of old, whatever right Atharvan, Maina sire of all, Dad Hayek performed, their prayer and praise united in that Indra meet, lauding his own imperial sway. Himlsksi. Indra. 1. The men have lifted Indra up, the Vritra slayer, to joy and strength, him, verily, we invocate in battles whether great or small, be he our aid in deeds of might. 2. Thou, hero, art a warrior, thou art giver of abundant spoil. Strengthening and the feeble, thou aidest the sacrificer, thou givest the offerer ample wealth. 3. When war and battles are on foot, booty is laid before the bold. Yoke thou thy wildly rushing base. Whom wilt thou slay and whom enrich? Do thou, O Indra, make us rich. 4. Mighty through wisdom, as he lists, terrible, he hath waxed in strength. Lord of base deeds, strong-jawed, sublime, he enjoined hands for glory's sake hath grasped his iron thunderbolt. 5. He filled the earthly atmosphere and pressed against the lights in heaven. None like thee ever hath been born, none, Indra, will be born like thee. Thou hast waxed mighty over all. May 6. He who to the offerer gives the foeman's man-sustaining food, may Indra lend his aid to us. Deal forth abundant is thy wealth that in thy bounty may first share. 7 He, righteous-hearted, at each time of rapture gives us herds of kine. Gather in both thy hands for us treasures of many hundred sorts. Sharpen thou us, and bring us wealth. 8 Refresh thee, hero, with the juice outpoured for bounty and for strength. We know thee Lord of ample store, to thee have sent our heart's desires, be therefore our protector thou. 9 These people, Indra, keep for thee all that is worthy of thy choice. Discover thou, as Lord, the wealth of men who offer up no gifts, bring thou to us this wealth of theirs. Himlasksi. Indra. 1 Graciously listen to our songs, Magavan, be not negligent. As thou hast made us full of joy and lettest us solicit thee, now, Indra, yoke thy 2 bay steeds. Too well have they eaten and rejoiced, the friends have risen and passed away. The sages luminous in themselves have praised thee with their latest hymn. Now, Indra, yoke thy 2 bay steeds. 3 Magavan, we will reverence thee who art so fair to look upon. Thus praised, according to our wish come now with richly laden car. Now, Indra, yoke thy 2 bay steeds. 4 He will in very truth ascend the powerful car that finds the kine, who thinks upon the well-filled bowl, the tawny courser's harnesser. Now, Indra, yoke thy 2 bay steeds. 5 Let, Lord of 100 powers, thy steeds be harnessed on the right and left. Therewith in rapture of the juice, draw near to thy beloved spouse. Now, Indra, yoke thy 2 bay steeds. 6 With holy prayer I yoke thy long-maned pair of bays, come hitherward, thou holdest them in both thy hands. The stirring draughts of juice outpoured have made thee glad, thou, thunderer, hast rejoiced with Pusan and thy spouse. Himlasksieth. Indra. 1 Indra, the mortal man well guarded by thine aid goes foremost in the wealth of horses and of kine. With amplest wealth thou fillest him, as round about the waters clearly seen afar fill Sindhu full. To the heavenly waters come not nigh the priestly bowl, they but look down and see how far mid-air is spread, the deities conduct the pious man to them, like suitors they delight in him who loveth prayer. 3 Praiseworthy blessing hast thou laid upon the pair who with uplifted ladle serve thee, man and wife. Unchecked he dwells and prospers in thy law, thy power brings blessing to the sacrificer pouring gifts. 4 First the Angirases won themselves vital power, whose fires were kindled through good deeds and sacrifice. The men together found the Pawnees' hoarded wealth, the cattle, and the wealth in horses and in kine. 5 Atharvan first by sacrifices laid the paths then, guardian of the law, sprang up the loving sun. Usanakavya straightway hither drove the kine. Let us with offerings honor Yama's deathless birth. 6 When sacred grass is trimmed to aid the auspicious work, or the hymn makes its voice of praise sound to the sky. Where the stone rings as 'twere a singer skilled in laud, Indra in truth delights when these come near to him. Himlasksiv. Indra. 1 The Soma hath been pressed for thee, O Indra. Mightiest, bold one, come. May Indra vigor fill thee full, as the sun fills mid-air with rays. 2 His pair of tawny coursers bring Indra of unresisted might hither to Arsa songs of praise and sacrifice performed by men. 3 Slayer of Vritra, mount thy car. Thy bay steeds have been yoked by prayer. May, with its voice, the pressing stone draw thine attention hitherward. For this poured libation, Indra, drink, immortal, gladdening, excellent. Streams of the bright have flowed to thee here at the seat of holy law. 5 Sing glory now to Indra, say to him your solemn eulogies. The drops poured forth have made him glad, pay reverence to his might supreme. 6 When, Indra, thou dost yoke thy steeds, there is no better charioteer, none hath surpassed thee in thy might, none with good steeds o'ertaken thee. 7 He who alone bestoweth on mortal man who offereth gifts, the ruler of resistless power, is Indra, sure. 8 When will he trample, like a weed, the man who hath no gift for him? When, verily, will Indra hear our songs of praise? 9 He who with Soma juice prepared amid the many honors thee, verily Indra gains thereby tremendous might. 10 The juice of Soma thus diffused, sweet to the taste, the bright cows drink, who for the sake of splendor close to mighty Indra's side rejoice, good in their own supremacy. 11 Craving his touch, the dappled kine mingle the Soma with their milk. The milch kine dear to Indra send forth his death-dealing thunderbolt, good in their own supremacy. 12 With veneration, passing wise, honoring his victorious might, they follow close his many laws to win them due preeminence, good in their own supremacy. 13 With bones of Dadhyok for his arms, Indra, resistless in attack, struck 99 Vritra's dead. 14 He, searching for the horse's head, removed among the mountains, found at Suryanavan what he sought. 15 Then verily they recognized the essential form of Tvastar's bull, here in the mansion of the moon. 16 Who yokes today unto the pole of order the strong and passionate steers of checkless spirit, with shaft-armed mouths, heart-piercing, health-bestowing. Long shall he live who richly pays their service. 17 Who fleet forth? Who suffereth? Who feareth? Who knoweth Indra present, Indra near us? Who sendeth benediction on his offspring, his household, wealth, and person, and the people? 18 Who with poured oil and offering honors Agni, with ladle worships at appointed seasons? To whom to the gods bring oblation quickly? What offerer, God-favored, knows him thoroughly? 19 Thou as a god, O mightiest, verily blessest mortal man. O Magavan, there is no comforter but thou, Indra, I speak my words to thee. 20 Let not thy bounteous gifts, let not thy saving help fail us, good Lord, at any time. And measure out to us, thou lover of mankind, all riches hitherward from men. Hymn LXXXV. Maruts. 1. They who are glancing forth, like women, on their way, doers of mighty deeds, swift racers, Rudra's sons, the Maruts have made heaven and earth increase and grow, in sacrifices they delight, the strong and wild. 2 Grown to their perfect strength greatness have they attained. The Rudras have established their abode in heaven. Singing their song of praise and generating might, they have put glory on, the sons whom Prani bear. 3 When, children of the cow, they shine in bright attire, and on their fair limbs lay their golden ornaments, they drive away each adversary from their path, and, following their traces, fatness flow it down, for when, mighty warriors, ye who glitter with your spears, O earth-throwing with your strin. Gthen what is ne'er O earth-thrown, when, O ye Maruts, ye the host that send the rain, had harnessed to your cars the thought-fleet spotted deer. 5 When ye have harnessed to your cars the spotted deer, urging the thunderbolt, O Maruts, to the fray, forth rush the torrents of the dark red stormy cloud, and moisten, like a skin, the earth with water floods. 6 Let your swift gliding coursers bear you hitherward with their fleet pinions. Come ye forward with your arms. Sit on the grass, a wide scat hath been made for you, delight yourselves, O Maruts, in the pleasant food. 7 Strong in their native strength to greatness have they grown, stepped to the firmament and made their dwelling wide. When Venu saved the Soma bringing wild delight, the Maruts sate like birds on their dear holy grass. 8 In sooth like heroes fain for fight they rush about, like combatants fame seeking have they striven in war. Before the Maruts every creature is afraid, the men are like to kings, terrible to behold. 9 When Tyastar deft of hand had turned the thunderbolt, golden, with 1,000 edges, fashioned more skillfully, Indra received it to perform heroic deeds. Vritra he slew, and forced the flood of water forth. 10 They with their vigorous strength pushed the well up on high, and clove the cloud in twain though it was passing strong. The Maruts, bounteous givers, sending forth their voice, in the wild joy of Soma wrought their glorious deeds. 11 They drave the cloud transverse directed hitherward, and poured the fountain forth for thirsting Gautama. Shining with varied light they come to him with help, they with their might fulfilled the longing of the sage. 12 The shelters which ye have for him who lauds you, bestow them threefold on the man who offers. Extend the same boons unto us, ye Maruts. Give us, O heroes, wealth with noble OFFI pring. Himlsksi. Maruts. 1. The best of guardians hath that man within whose dwelling place ye drink, O Maruts, giants of the sky. 2. Honored with sacrifice or with the worship of the sages' hymns, O Maruts, listen to the call. 3. Ye, the strong man to whom ye have vouchsafed to give a sage, shall move into a stable rich in kine. 4. Upon this hero's sacred grass soma is poured in daily rites, praise and delight are sung aloud. 5. Let the strong Maruts hear him, him surpassing all men, strength be his that reaches even to the sun. 6. 4. Through the swift God's loving help, in many an autumn, Maruts, we have offered up our sacrifice. 7. Fortunate shall that mortal be, O Maruts most adorable, whose offerings ye bear away. 8. O heroes truly strong, ye know the toil of him who sings your praise, the heart's desire of him who loves. 9. O ye of true strength, make this thing manifest by your greatness, strike the demon with your thunderbolt. 10. Conceal the horrid darkness, drive far from us each devouring fiend. Create the light for which we long. Himlsksi Maruts. 1. Loud singers, never humbled, active, full of strength, immovable, impetuous, manliest, best beloved, they have displayed themselves with glittering ornaments, a few in number only, like the heavens with stars. 2. When, Maruts, on the steeps ye pile the moving cloud, ye are like birds on whatsoever path it be. Clouds everywhere shed forth the rain upon your cars. Drop fatness, Honyud, for him who sings your praise. 3. Earth at their racings trembles as if weak and worn, when on their ways they yoke their cars for victory. They, sportive, loudly roaring, armed with glittering spears, shakers of all, themselves admire their mightiness. 4. Self-moving is that youthful band, with spotted steeds. Thus it hath lordly sway, endued with power and might. Truthful art thou, and blameless, searcher out of sin, so thou, strong host, wilt be protector of this prayer. 5. We speak by our descent from our primeval sire, our tongue, when we behold the soma, stirs itself. When, shouting, they had joined Indra in toil of fight, then only they obtained their sacrificial names. 6. Splendors they gained for glory, they who wear bright rings, rays they obtained, and meant to celebrate their praise. Armed with their swords, impetuous and fearing naught, they have possessed the Maruts' own beloved home. Himlsksi. Maruts. 1. Come hither, Maruts, on your lightning-laden cars, sounding with sweet songs, armed with lances, winged with steeds. Fly unto us with noblest food, like birds, O ye of mighty power. 2. With their red-hued or, haply, tawny coursers which speed their chariots on, they come for glory. Brilliant like gold is he who holds the thunder. Earth have they smitten with the chariot's felly. 3. For beauty ye have swords upon your bodies. As they stir wood so may they stir our spirits. For your sake, O ye Maruts very mighty and well-born, have they set the stone, in motion. 4. The days went round you and came back O yearners, back, to this prayer and to this solemn worship. The Gotamas making their prayer with singing have pushed the wells lit up to drink the water. 5. No hymn way ever known like this aforetime which Gotama sang forth for you, O Maruts, what time upon your golden wheels he saw you, wild boars rushing about with tusks of iron. 6. To you this freshening draught of soma rusheth, O Maruts, like the voice of one who prayeth. It rusheth freely from our hands as these libations want to flow. Himlsksi. Visvidavas. 1. May powers auspicious come to us from every side, never deceived, unhindered, and victorious, that the gods ever may be with us for our gain, our guardians day by day unceasing in their care. May 2. The auspicious favor of the gods be ours, on us descend the bounty of the righteous gods. The friendship of the gods have we devoutly sought, so may the gods extend our life that we may live. 3 We call them hither with a hymn of olden time, Bhaga, the friendly Daksa, Mitra, Utti, Aryaman, Varuna, Soma, the Asvins. May Sarasvati, auspicious, grant felicity. May forth the wind waft to us that pleasant medicine, may earth our mother give it, and our father heaven, and the joy-giving stones that press the Soma's juice. Asvins, may yet, for whom our spirits long, hear this. 5 Him we invoke for aid who reigns supreme, the Lord of all that stands or moves, inspirer of the soul, that Pusan may promote the increase of our wealth, our keeper and our guard infallible for our good. 6 Illustrious far and wide, may Indra prosper us, may Pusan prosper us, the master of all wealth. May Tarksya with uninjured Felis prosper us, Braspati vouchsafe to us prosperity. 7 The Maruds, sons of Prani, born by spotted steeds, moving in glory, oft visiting holy rites, sages whose tongue is Agni, brilliant as the sun hither let all the gods for our protection come. 8 Gods, may we with our ears listen to what is good, and with our eyes see what is good, ye holy ones. With limbs and bodies firm may we extolling you attain the term of life appointed by the gods. 9 100 autumns stand before us, O ye gods, within whose space ye bring our bodies to decay. Within whose space our sons become fathers in turn. Break ye not in the midst our course of fleeting life. 10 Utti is the heaven, Utti is mid-air, Utti is the mother and the sire and son. Utti is all gods, Utti 5-classed men, Utti all that hath been born and shall be born. Hymn XC. Visvidavas. 1 May Varuna with guidance straight, and Mitra let us, he who knows, and Aryaman in accord with gods. 2 For they are dealers forth of wealth, and, not deluded, with their might guard evermore the holy laws. 3 Shelter may they vouchsafe to us, immortal gods to mortal men, chasing our enemies away. May forth they mark out our paths to bliss, Indra, the Maruds, Pusan, and Bhaga, the gods to be adored. 5 Ye, Pusan, Venu, ye who run your course, enrich our hymns with kine, bless us with all prosperity. 6 The winds waft sweets, the rivers pour sweets for the man who keeps the law, so may the plants be sweet for us. 7 Sweet be the night and sweet the dawns, sweet the terrestrial atmosphere, sweet be our Father Heaven to us. May 8 The tall tree be full of sweets for us, and full of sweets the sun, may our milch kine be sweet for us. 9 Be Mitra gracious unto us, and Varuna and Aryaman, Indra, Braspati be kind, and Venu of the mighty stride. Hymn XC Soma. 1 Thou, Soma, art preeminent for wisdom. Along the straightest path thou art our leader. Our wise forefathers by thy guidance, Indu, dealt out among the gods their share of treasure. 2 Thou by thine insight art most wise, O Soma, strong by thine energies and all-possessing, mighty art thou by all thy powers and greatness, by glories art thou glorious, guide of mortals. 3 Thine are King Varuna's eternal statutes, lofty and deep, O Soma, is thy glory. All pure art thou like Mitra the beloved, adorable, like Aryaman, O Soma. 4 With all thy glories on the earth, in heaven, on mountains, in the plants, and in the waters, with all of these, well pleased and not in anger, accept, O royal Soma, our oblations. 5 Thou, Soma, art the Lord of heroes, King, yea, Virtuslayer thou art auspicious energy. 6 And, Soma, let it be thy wish that we may live and may not die, praise-loving Lord of plants art thou. 7 To him who keeps the law, both old and young, thou givest happiness, and energy that he may live. 8 Guard us, King Soma, on all sides from him who threatens us, never let the friend of one like thee be harmed. 9 With those delightful aids which thou hast, Soma, for the worshipper, even with those protect thou us. 10 Accepting this our sacrifice and this our praise, O Soma, come, and be thou nigh to prosper us. 11 Well skilled in speech we magnify thee, Soma, with our sacred songs, come thou to us, most gracious one. 12 Enricher, healer of disease, wealth finder, prospering our store, b. Soma, a good friend to us. 13 Soma, be happy in our heart, as milch-kine in the grassy meads, as a young man in his own house. 14 O Soma, God, the mortal man who in thy friendship hath delight, him doth the mighty sage befriend. 15 Save us from slanderous reproach, keep us, O Soma, from distress, be unto us a gracious friend. 16 Soma, wax great. From every side may vigorous powers unite in thee, be in the gathering place of strength. 17 Wax, O most gladdening Soma, great through all thy rays of light, and be a friend of most illustrious fame. T6 Prosper us. 16 In thee be juicy nutriments united, and powers and mighty foe subduing vigor, waxing to immortality, O Soma, win highest glories for thyself in heaven. 19 Such of thy glories as with poured oblations men honor, may they all invest our worship. Wealth giver, further with troops of heroes, sparing the brave, come, Soma, to our houses. 20 To him who worships Soma gives the milch cow, a fleet steed and a man of active knowledge, skilled in home duties, meet for holy synod, for council meet, a glory to his father. 21 Invincible in fight, saver in battles, guard of our camp, winner of light and water, born amid hymns, well housed, exceeding famous, victor, in thee will we rejoice, O Soma. 22 These herbs, these milch-kine, and these running waters, all these, O Soma, thou hast generated. The spacious firmament vast thou expanded, and with the light thou hast dispelled the darkness. 23 Do thou, God Soma, with thy godlike spirit, victorious, win for us a share of riches. Let none prevent thee, thou art Lord of valor. Provide for both sides in the fray for booty. Hymn XCII. Dawn. 1 These dawns have raised their banner, in the eastern half of the mid-air they spread abroad their shining light. Like heroes who prepare their weapons for the war, onward they come bright red in hue, the mother cows. Too readily have the purple beams of light shot up. The red cows have they harnessed, easy to be yoked. The dawns have brought distinct perception as before, red-hued, they have attained their fulgent brilliancy. 3 They sing their song like women active in their tasks, along their common path hither from far away, bringing refreshment to the liberal devotee, all things to the worshipper who pours the juice. 4 She, like a dancer, puts her broidered garments on, as a cow yields her udder so she bears her breast. Creating light for all the world of life, the dawn hath laid the darkness open as the cows their stall. 5 We have beheld the brightness of her shining. It spreads and drives away the dark-shorn monster. Like tints that deck the post at sacrifices, heaven's daughter hath attained her wondrous splendor. 6 We have o'erpassed the limit of this darkness, dawn breaking forth again brings clear perception. She like a flatterer smiles in light for glory, and fair of face hath wakened to rejoice us. 7 The Gaudamas have praised heaven's radiant daughter, the leader of the charm of pleasant voices. Dawn, thou conferrest on us strength with offspring and men, conspicuous with kine and horses. 8 O thou who shinest forth in wondrous glory, urged onward by thy strength, auspicious lady, dawn, may I gain that wealth, renowned and ample, in brave sons, troops of slaves, far famed for horses. 9 Bending her looks on all the world, the goddess shines, widely spreading with her bright eye westward. Waking to motion every living creature, she understands the voice of each adorer. 10 Ancient of days, again born newly, decking her beauty with the self-same raiment. The goddess wastes away the life of mortals, like a skilled hunter cutting birds in pieces. 11 She hath appeared discovering heaven's borders, to the far distance she drives off her sister. Diminishing the days of human creatures, the lady shines with all her lover's splendor. 12 The bright, the blessed one shines forth extending her rays like kine, as a flood rolls his waters. Never transgressing the divine commandments, she is beheld visible with the sunbeams. 13 O dawn enriched with ample wealth, bestow on us the wondrous gift wherewith we may support children and children's sons. 14 Thou radiant mover of sweet sounds, with wealth of horses and of kind shine thou on us this day, O dawn auspiciously. 15 O dawn enriched with holy rites, yoke to thy car thy purple steeds, and then bring thou unto us all felicities. 16 O Asvins wonderful in act, do ye unanimous direct your chariot to our home wealthy in kine and gold. 17 Ye who brought down the hymn from heaven, a light that giveth light to man, do ye, O Asvius, bring strength bither unto us. 18 Hither may they who wake at dawn bring, to drink Soma both the gods health givers wonder workers, born on paths of gold. Hymn Skeen. Agni Sana. 1 Agni and Soma, mighty pair, graciously hearken to my call, accept in friendly wise my hymn, and prosper him who offers gifts. 2 The man who honors you today, Agni and Soma, with this hymn, bestow on him heroic strength, increase of kine, and noble steeds. 3 The man who offers holy oil and burnt oblations unto you, Agni and Soma, shall enjoy great strength, with offspring, all his life. 4 Agni and Soma, famed is that your prowess wherewith ye stole the kine, his food, from Pani. Ye caused the brood of Berzaya to perish. Ye found the light, the single light for many. 5 Agni and Soma, joined in operation ye have set up the shining lights in heaven. From curse and from reproach, Agni and Soma, ye freed the rivers that were bound in fetters. 6 One of you Midarisvan brought from heaven, the falcon rent the other from the mountain. Strengthened by holy prayer Agni and Soma have made us ample room for sacrificing. 7 Taste, Agni, Soma, this prepared oblation, accept it, mighty ones, and let it please you. Vouchsafe us good protection and kind favor, grant to the sacrificer health and riches. 8 Whoso with oil and poured oblation honors, with God devoted heart, Agni and Soma protect his sacrifice, preserve him from distress, grant to the sacrificer great felicity. 9 Invoke together, mates in wealth, Agni Soma, accept our hymns, together be among the gods. 10 Agni and Soma, unto him who worships you with holy oil shine forth an ample recompense. 11 Agni and Sonia, be ye pleased with these oblations brought to you, and come, together, nigh to us. 12 Agni and Soma, cherish well our horses, and let our cows be fat who yield oblations. Grant power to us and to our wealthy patrons, and cause our holy rites to be successful. Hymn XCIV. Agni one for Jatavidas worthy of our praise will we frame with our mind this eulogy as twere a car. For good, in his assembly, is this care of ours. Let us not, in thy friendship, Agni, suffer harm. 2 The man for whom thou sacrificest prospereth, dwelleth without a foe, gaineth heroic might. He waxed strong, distress never approacheth him. Let us riot, in thy friendship, Agni, suffer harm. May 3 We have power to kindle thee. Fulfill our thoughts. In thee the gods eat the presented offering, bring hither the adityas, for we long for them. Let us not in thy friendship, Agni, suffer harm. 4 We will bring fuel and prepare burnt offerings, reminding thee at each successive festival. Fulfill our thought that so we may prolong our lives. Let us not in thy friendship, Agni, suffer harm. 5 His ministers move forth, the guardians of the folk, protecting quadruped and bipped with their rays. Mighty art thou, the wondrous herald of the dawn. Let us not in thy friend ship, Agni, suffer harm. 6 Thou art presenter and the chief invoker, thou director, purifier, great high priest by birth. Knowing all priestly work thou perfectest it, sage. Let us not in thy friendship, Agni, suffer harm. 7 Lovely of form art thou, alike on every side. Though far, thou shinest brightly as if close at hand. O God, thou seest through even the dark of night. Let us not in thy friendship, Agni, suffer harm. 8 Gods, foremost he his car who pours libations out, and let our hymn prevail o'er evil-hearted men. Attend to this our speech and make it prosper well. Let us not in thy friendship, Agni, suffer harm. 9. Smite with thy weapons those of evil speech and thought, devouring demons, whether near or far away. Then to the singer give free way for sacrifice. Let us not in thy friendship, Agni, suffer harm. 10. When to thy chariot thou hadst yoked 2 red steeds and 2 ruddy steeds, wind sped, thy roar was like a bull's. Thou with smoke-bannered flame attackest forest trees. Let us not in thy friendship, Agni, suffer harm. 11. Then at thy roar the very birds are terrified, when, eating up the grass, thy sparks fly forth abroad. Then is it easy for thee and thy car to pass. Let us not in thy friendship, Agni, suffer harm. 12. He hath the power to soothe Mitra and Varuna, wonderful is the Marut's wrath when they descend. Be gracious, let their hearts he turn to us again. Let us not in thy friendship, Agni, suffer harm. 13. Thou art a god, thou art the wondrous friend of gods, the Vasu of the Vasus, fair in sacrifice. Under thine own most wide protection may we dwell. Let us not in thy friendship, Agni, suffer harm. 14. This is thy grace that, kindled in thine own abode, invoked with Soma thou soundest forth most benign, thou givest wealth and treasure to the worshipper. Let us not in thy friendship, Agni, suffer harm. 15. To whom thou, Lord of goodly riches, grantest freedom from every sin with perfect wholeness, whom with good strength thou quickenest, with children and wealth may we be they, eternal being. 16. Such, Agni, thou who knowest all good fortune, God, lengthen here the days of our existence. This prayer of ours may Varuna grant, and Mitra, and Utti and Sindhu, earth and heaven. Hymn XCV. Agni 1. To fair goals travel 2 unlike in semblance, each in succession nourishes an infant. One bears a godlike babe of golden color, bright and fair shining, is he with the other. 2 Tvastar's 10 daughters, vigilant and youthful, produce this infant born to sundry quarters. They bear around him whose long flames are pointed, fulgent among mankind with native splendor. 3 Several places of his birth they honor, in mid-air, in the heaven, and in the waters. Governing in the cast of earthly regions, the seasons hath he stablished in their order. 4 Who of you knows the secret one? The infant by his own nature hath brought forth his mothers. The germ of many, from the water's bosom he goes forth, wise and great, of godlike nature. 5 Visible, fair, he grows in native brightness uplifted in the lap of waving waters. When he was born both Tvastar's worlds were frightened, they turned to him and reverenced the lion. 6 The 2 auspicious ones, like women, tend him, like lowing cows they seek him in their manner. He is the Lord of might among the mighty, him, on the right, they balm with their oblations. 7 Like Savid are his arms with might he stretches, awful, he strives grasping the world's 2 borders. He forces out from all a brilliant vesture, yea, from his mother's draws he forth new raiment. 8 He makes him a most noble form of splendor, decking him in his home with milk and waters. The sage adorns the depths of air with wisdom. This is the meeting where the gods are worshipped. 9 Wide through the firmament spreads forth triumphant the far resplendent strength of thee the mighty. Kindled by us do thou preserve us, Agni, with all thyself bright undiminished succor. 10 In dry spots he makes stream, and course, and torrent, and inundates the earth with floods that glisten. All ancient things within his maw he gathers, and moves among the new fresh sprouting grasses. 11 Fed with our fuel, purifying Agni, so blaze to us auspiciously for glory. This prayer of ours may Varuna grant, and Mitra, and Utti and Sindhu, earth and heaven. Hymn XCVI. Agni. 1 He in the ancient way by strength engendered, lo. Straight hath taken to himself all wisdom. The waters and the bowl have made him friendly. The gods possess the wealth bestowing Agni. 2 At Au's ancient call he by his wisdom gave all this progeny of men their being, and, by refulgent light, heaven and the waters. The gods possess the wealth. bestowing Agni. 3. Praise him, ye Aryan folk, as chief performer of sacrifice adored and ever toiling, well tended, son of strength, the constant giver. The gods possess the wealth bestowing Agni. For that Madarisvan rich in wealth and treasure, light winner, finds a pathway for his Offi spring. Guard of our folk, father of earth and heaven. The gods possess the wealth bestowing Agni. 5. Night and dawn, changing each the other's color, meeting together suckle one same infant, golden between the heaven and earth he shineth. The gods possess the wealth bestowing Agni. 6. Root of wealth, gathering place of treasures, banner of sacrifice, who grants the suppliant's wishes, preserving him as their own life immortal, the gods possess the wealth bestowing Agni. 7. Now and of old the home of wealth, the mansion of what is born and what was born aforetime, guard of what is and what will be hereafter, the gods possess the wealth bestowing Agni. May 8. The wealth giver grant us conquering riches, may the wealth giver grant us wealth with heroes. May the wealth giver grant us food with offspring, and length of days may the wealth giver send us. 9. Fed with our fuel, purifying Agni, so blaze to us auspiciously for glory. This prayer of ours may Varuna grant, and Mitra, and Utti and Sindhu, earth and heaven. Hymn Skadi. Agni. 1. Chasing with light our sin away, O Agni, shine thou wealth on us. May his light chase our sin away. 2. For goodly fields, for pleasant homes, for wealth we sacrifice to thee. May his light chase our sin away. 3. Best praiser of all these be he, foremost, our chiefs who sacrifice. May his light chase our sin away. 4. So that thy worshippers and we, thine, Agni, in our sons may live. May his light chase our sin away. 5. As ever conquering Agni's beams of splendor go to every side, may his light chase our sin away. 6. To every side thy face is turned, thou art triumphant everywhere. May his light chase our sin away. 7. O thou whose face looks every way, bear us past foes as in a ship. May his light chase our sin away. 8. As in a ship, convey thou us for our advantage o'er the flood. May his light chase our sin away. Hymn Skadi 8th Agni. 1. Still in Vaisvanara's grace may we continue, yeah, he is King Supreme o'er all things living. Sprung hence to life upon this all he looped. Vaisvanara hath rivalry with Surya. 2. Present in heaven, in earth, all present Agni, all plants that grow on ground hath he pervaded. May Agni, may Vaisvanara with vigor, present, preserve us day and night from foemen. 3. Be this thy truth, Vaisvanara, to us ward, let wealth in rich abundance gather round us. This prayer of ours may Varuna grant, and Mitra, and Utti and Sindhu, earth and heaven. Hymn Xcix. Agni. 1. For Jatavidas let us press the Soma, may he consume the wealth of the malignant. May Agni carry us through all our troubles, through grief as in a boat across the river. Hymn C. Indra. 1. May he who hath his home with strength, the mighty, the King supreme of earth and spacious heaven, Lord of true power, to he invoked in battles may Indra, girt by Maruds, be our succor. 2. Whose way is unattainable like Surya's, he in each fight is the strong Slayer, mightiest with his friends in his own courses. May Indra, girt by Maruds, be our succor. 3. Whose paths go forth in their great might resistless, forth milking, as it were, heaven's genial moisture. With manly strength triumphant, foe subduer may Indra, girt by Maruds, be our succor. 4. Among Angirasas he was the chiefest, a friend with friends, mighty amid the mighty. Praiser mid praisers, honored most of singers. May Indra, girt by Maruds, be our succor. 5. Strong with the Rudras as with his own children, in manly battle conquering his foemen with his close comrades doing deeds of glory may Indra, girt by Maruds, be our succor. 6. Humbler of pride, exciter of the conflict, the Lord of heroes, God invoked of many, may he this day gain with our men the sunlight. May Indra, girt by Maruds, be our succor. 7 His help hath made him cheerer in the battle, the folk have made him guardian of their comfort. Sole Lord is he of every holy service. May Indra, girt by Maruds, be our succor. 8 To him the hero, on high days of prowess, heroes for help and booty shall betake them. He hath found light even in the blinding darkness. May Indra, girt by Maruds, be our succor. 9 He with his left hand checketh even the mighty, and with his right hand gathereth up the booty. Even with the humble he acquireth riches. May Indra, girt by Maruds, be our succor. 10 With hosts on foot and cars he winneth treasures, well is he known this day by all the people. With manly might he conquereth those who hate him. May Indra, girt by Maruds, be our succor. 11 When in his ways with kinsmen or again with strangers he speedeth to the fight, invoked of many, for gain of waters, and of sons and grandsons, May Indra, girt by Maruds, be our succor. 12 Awful and fierce, fiend slayer, thunder wielder, with boundless knowledge, hymned by hundreds, mighty, in strength like Soma, guard of the 5 peoples, May Indra, girt by Maruds, be our succor. 13 Winning the light hitherward roars his thunder like the terrific mighty voice of heaven. Rich gifts and treasures evermore attend him. May Indra, girt by Maruds, be our succor. 14 Whose home eternal through his strength surrounds him on every side, his laud, the earth, and heaven, may he, delighted with our service, save us. May Indra, girt by Maruds, be our succor. 15 The limit of whose power not gods by Godhead, nor mortal men have reached, nor yet the waters. Both earth and heaven in vigor he surpasseth. May Indra, girt by Maruds, he our succor. 16 The red and tawny mare, blaze-marked, high-standing, celestial who, to bring Rajarasva riches, drew at the pole the chariot yoked with stallions, joyous, among the hosts of men was noted. 17 The Varsagaras unto thee, O Indra, the mighty one, sing forth this laud to please thee, Rajarasva with his fellows, Ambarisa, Suradhas, Sahdeva, Bayamana. 18 He, much invoked, hath slain Dasyus and Simayus, after his wont, and laid them low with arrows. The mighty thunderer with his fair-complexioned friends won the land, the sunlight, and the waters. May 19 Indra evermore be our protector, and unimperiled may we win the booty. This prayer of ours may Varuna grant, and Mitra, and Utti and Sindhu, earth and heaven. Hymn Ci. Indra. 1. Sing, with oblation, praise to him who maketh glad, who with Rajasvan drove the dusky brood away. Fain for help, him the strong whose right hand wields the bolt, him girt by Maruds we invoke to be our friend. 2 Indra, who with triumphant wrath smote Vyamsa down, and Sambara, and Pipra the unrighteous one, who extirpated Sisna the insatiate, him girt by Maruds we invoke to be our friend. 3 He whose great work of manly might is heaven and earth, and Varuna and Surya keep his holy law. Indra, whose law the rivers follow as they flow, him girt by Maruds we invoke to be our friend. 4 He who is Lord and Master of the steeds and kine, honored the firm and sure at every holy act. Stayer even of the strong who pours no offering out, him girt by Maruds we invoke to be our friend. 5 He who is Lord of all the world that moves and breathes, who for the Brahman first before all found the cows. Indra who cast the Dasyus down beneath his feet, him girt by Maruds we invoke to be our friend. 6 Whom cowards must invoke and valiant men of war, invoked by those who conquer and by those who flee. Indra, to whom all beings turn their constant thought, him girt by Maruds we invoke to be our friend. 7 Refulgent in the Rudras region he proceeds, and with the Rudras through the wide space speeds the dame. The hymn of praise extols Indra the far renowned, him girt by Maruds we invoke to be our friend. 8 O girt by Maruds, whether thou delight thee in loftiest gathering place or lowly dwelling, come thence unto our right, true boon best hour, through love of thee have we prepared oblations. 9 We, fain for thee, strong Indra, have pressed Soma, and, O thou sought with prayer, have made oblations. Now at this sacrifice, With all thy Maruts, on sacred grass, O team-born god, rejoice thee. 10 Rejoice thee with thine own base deeds, O Indra, unclose thy jaws and let thy lips be open. Thou with the fair cheek, let thy base deeds bring thee, gracious to us, he pleased with our oblation. 11 Guards of the camp whose praisers are the Maruts, may we through Indra, get ourselves the booty. This prayer of ours may Varuna grant, and Mitra, and Utti and Sindhu, earth and heaven. Hymn Cii. Indra. 1 To thee the mighty one I bring this mighty hymn, for thy desire hath been gratified by my laud. In Indra, yet in him victorious through his strength, the gods have joyed at feast and when the Soma flowed. 2 The 7 rivers bear his glory far and wide, and heaven and sky and earth display his comely form. The sun and moon in change alternate run their course, that we, O Indra, may behold and may have faith. 3 Magavan, grant us that same car to bring us spoil, thy conquering car in which we joy in shock of fight. Thou, Indra, whom our hearts praise highly in the war, grant shelter, Magavan, to us who love thee well. 4 Encourage thou our side in every fight, may we, with thee for our ally, conquer the foeman's host. Indra, bestow on us joy and felicity break down, O Magavan, the vigor of our foes. 5 For here in divers ways these men invoking thee, holder of treasures, sing hymns to win thine aid. Ascend the car that thou mayest bring spoil to us, for, Indra, thy fixed winneth the victory. 6 His arms win kine, his power is boundless in each act best, with 100 helps waker of battle's din is Indra, none may rival him in mighty strength. Hence, eager for the spoil the people call on him. 7 Thy glory, Magavan, exceeds 100 yea, more than 100, than 1,000 mid the folk, the great bull hath inspirited thee boundlessly, so mayst thou slay the Vritra's breaker down of forts. 8 Of thy great might there is a 3 counterpart, the 3 earths, Lord men, and the 3 realms of light. Above this whole world, Indra, thou hast waxen great, without a foe art thou, nature, from of old. 9 We invocate thee first among the deities, thou hast become a mighty conqueror in fight. May Indra fill with spirit this our singer's heart, and make our car impetuous, foremost in attack. 10 Thou hast prevailed, and hast not kept the booty back, in trifling battles in those of great account. We make thee keen, the mighty one, succor us, inspire us, Magavan, when we defy the foe. May 11th Indra evermore be our protector, and unimperiled may we win the booty. This prayer of ours may Varuna grant and Mitra, and Utti, and Sindhu, earth and heaven. Hymn Cii. Indra. 1. That highest Indra power of thine is distant, that which is here sages possessed aforetime. This one is on the earth, in heaven the other, and both unite as flag with flag in battle. 2 He spread the wide earth out and firmly fixed it, smote with his thunderbolt and loosed the waters. Magavan with his puissance struck down Ahi, rent Raurapa to death and slaughtered Vyarnsa. 3 Armed with his bolt and trusting in his prowess he wandered shattering the forts of Dasas. Cast thy dart, knowing, Thunderer, at the Dasyu, increase the Arya's might and glory, Indra. 4 For him who thus hath taught these human races, Magavan, bearing a fame-worthy title, Thunderer, drawing nigh to slay the Dasyus, hath given himself the name of Son for glory. 5 See this abundant wealth that he possesses, and put your trust in Indra's hero vigor. He found the cattle, and he found the horses, he found the plants, the forests, and the waters. 6 To him the truly strong, whose deeds are many, to him the strong bull let us pour the soma. The hero, watching like a thief in ambush, goes parting the possessions of the godless. 7 Well didst thou do that hero deed, O Indra, in waking with thy bolt the slumbering Ahi. In thee, delighted, dames divine rejoiced them, the flying Maruts and all gods were joyful. 8 As thou hast smitten Sasna, Pipra, Vritra, and Kuyava, and Sambara's forts O Indra. This prayer of ours may Varuna grant, and Mitra, and Utti and Sindhu, earth and heaven. Hymn Siv Indra. 1 The altar hath been made for thee to rest on, come like a panting courser and be seated. Loosen thy flying steeds, set free thy horses who bear thee swiftly nigh at eve and morning. 2 These men have come to Indra for assistance, shall he not quickly come upon these pathways? May the gods quell the fury of the Dasa, and may they lead our folk to happy fortune. 3 He who hath only wish as his possession casts on himself, casts foam amid the waters. Both wives of Kuyava in milk have bathed them, may they be drowned within the depth of Sipha. 4 This hath his kinship checked who lives beside us, with ancient streams forth speeds and rules the hero, Anjasi, Kolazi, and Viraputni, delighting him, bear milk upon their waters. 5 Soon as this Dasio's traces were discovered, as she who knows her home, he sought the dwelling. Now think thou of us, Magavan, nor cast us away as doth a profligate his treasure. 6 Indra, as such, give us a share of sunlight, of waters, sinlessness, and reputation. Do thou no harm to our yet unborn offspring, our trust is in thy mighty Indra power. 7 Now we, I think, in thee as such have trusted, lead us on, mighty one, to ample riches. In no unready house give us, O Indra invoked of many, food and drink when hungry. 8 Slay us not, Indra. Do not thou forsake us, steal not away the joys which we delight in. Rend not our unborn brood, strong Lord of bounty. Our vessels with the life that is within them. 9 Come to us, they have called thee Soma lover, here is the pressed juice. Drink thereof for rapture. Widely capacious, pour it down within thee, and, invocated, hear us like a father. Him CV visvid us. 1 Within the waters runs the moon, he with the beauteous wings in heaven. Ye lightnings with your golden wheels, men find not your abiding place. Mark this my woe, ye earth, and heaven. 2 Surely men crave and gain their wish. Close to her husband clings the wife. And, in embraces intertwined, both give and take the bliss of love. Mark this my woe, ye earth, and heaven. 3 Oh never may that light, ye gods, fall from its station in the sky. Ne'er fail us one like Soma sweet, the spring of our felicity. Mark this my woe, ye earth and heaven. 4 I ask the last of sacrifice. As envoy he shall tell it forth. Where is the ancient law divine? Who is its new diffuser now? Mark this my woe, ye earth, and heaven. 5 Ye gods who yonder have your home in the 3 lucid realms of heaven, what count ye truth and what untruth? Where is mine ancient call on you? Mark this my woe, ye earth, and heaven. 6 What is your firm support of law? What Varanas observant I? How may we pass the wicked on the path of mighty Aryaman? Mark this my woe, ye earth, and heaven. 7 1 AM The man who sang of old full many a laud when Soma flowed. Yet torturing cares consume me as the wolf assails the thirsty deer. Mark this my woe, ye earth, and heaven. 8 Like rival wives on every side enclosing ribs oppress me sore. O Satakretu, biding cares devour me, singer of thy praise, as rats devour the weaver's threads. Mark this my woe, ye earth, and heaven. 9 Where those 7 rays are shining, thence my home and family extend. This Truta Aptia know it well, and speak thou for brotherhood. Mark this my woe, ye earth, and heaven. May 10 Those 5 bulls which stand on high full in the midst of mighty heaven, having together swiftly borne my praises to the gods, return. Mark this my woe, ye earth, and heaven. 11 High in the mid-ascent of heaven those birds of beauteous pinion sit. Back from his path they drive the wolf as he would cross the restless floods. Mark this my woe, ye earth, and heaven. 12 Firm is this new wrought hymn of praise, and meet to be told forth, O gods. The flowing of the floods is law, truth is the sun's extended light. Mark this my woe, ye earth, and heaven. 13 Worthy of laud, O Agni, is that kinship which thou hast with gods. Here seat thee like a man, most wise, bring thou the gods for sacrifice. Mark this my woe, ye earth, and heaven. 14 Here seated, Man like as a priest shall wisest Agni to the gods speed onward our oblations, God among the gods, intelligent. Mark this my woe, yet earth, and heaven. 15 Varuna makes the holy prayer. To him who finds the path we pray. He in the heart reveals his thought. Let sacred worship rise anew. Mark this my woe, yet earth, and heaven. 16 That pathway of the sun in heaven, made to be highly glorified, is not to be transgressed, O gods. O mortals, ye behold it not. Mark this my woe, yet earth, and heaven. 17 Shruta, when buried in the well, calls on the gods to succor him. That call of his Braspati heard and released him from distress. Mark this my woe, yet earth, and heaven. 18 A ruddy wolf beheld me once, as I was faring on my path. He, like a carpenter whose back is aching, crouched and slunk away. Mark this my woe, yet earth, and heaven. 19 Through this our song may we, allied with Indra, with all our heroes conquer in the battle. This prayer of ours may Varuna grant, and Mitra, and Utti and Sindhu, earth and heaven. Hymn Cvi. Visvidavas. One call we for aid on Indra, Mitra, Varuna, and Agni and the Marut host and Utti. Even as a chariot from a difficult ravine, bountiful Vasus, rescue us from all distress. 2 Come ye Adityas for our full prosperity, in conquests of the foe, ye gods, bring joy to us. Even as a chariot from a difficult ravine, bountiful Vasus, rescue us from all distress. May the most glorious fathers aid us, and the 2 goddesses, mothers of the gods, who strengthen law. Even as a chariot from a difficult ravine, bountiful Vasus, rescue us from all distress. 4 To mighty Narasamsa, strengthening his might, to Pusan, ruler over men, we pray with hymns. Even as a chariot from a difficult ravine, bountiful Vasus, rescue us from all distress. 5 Braspati, make us evermore an easy path, we crave what boon thou hast for men in rest and stir. Like as a chariot from a difficult ravine, bountiful Vasus, rescue us from all distress. 6 Sunk in the pit the Rsi Kutsa called, to aid, Indra the Vritraslayer, Lord of power and might. Even as a chariot from a difficult ravine, bountiful Vasus, rescue us from all distress. May 7th Utti the goddess guard us with the gods, may the protecting God keep us with ceaseless care. This prayer of ours may Varuna grant, and Mitra, and Utti and Sindhu, earth and heaven. Hymn Cvi. Visvidavas. 1. The sacrifice obtains the God's acceptance, be graciously inclined to us, Adityas. Hitherward let your favor be directed, and be our best deliverer from trouble. 2. By praise songs of Angirasas exalted, may, he gods come to us with their protection. May Indra with his powers, Maruts with Maruts, Utti with Adityas grant us shelter. 3. This laud of ours may Varuna and Indra, our Yaman Agni, save it our find pleasant. This prayer of ours may Varuna grant, and Mitra, and Utti and Sindhu, earth and heaven. Hymn Kain. Indra Agni. 1. On that most wondrous car of yours, O Indra and Agni, which looks round on all things living, take ye your stand and come to us together, and drink libations of the flowing Soma. 2. As vast as all this world is in its compass, deep as it is, with its far-stretching surface, so let this Soma be, Indra and Agni, made for your drinking till your soul be sated. 3. For ye have won a blessed name together, ye, with one aim ye strove, O Vritraslayers. So Indra Agni, seated here together, pour in, ye mighty ones, the mighty Soma. 4. Both stand adorned, when fires are duly kindled, spreading the sacred grass, with lifted ladles. Drawn by strong Soma juice poured forth around us, come, Indra Agni, and display your favor. 5. The brave deeds ye have done, Indra and Agni, the forms ye have displayed and mighty exploits, the ancient and auspicious bonds of friendship for sake of these drink of the flowing Soma. 6. As first I said when choosing you, in battle we must contend with Asuras for the Soma. So came ye unto this my true conviction, and drank libations of the flowing Soma. 7 If in your dwelling, or with prince or Brahmin, ye, Indrayagni, holy ones, rejoice you, even froward dance, ye mighty lords, come hither, and drink libation of the flowing Soma. 8 If with the Yadus, Turvasas, ye sojourn, with Druhyas, Anus, Purus, Indrayagni. Even from thence, ye mighty lords, come hither, and drink libations of the flowing Soma. 9 Whether, O Indrayagni, ye be dwelling in lowest earth, in central, or in highest. Even from thence, ye mighty lords, come hither, and drink libations of the flowing Soma. 10 Whether, O Indrayagni, ye be dwelling in highest earth, in central, or in lowest, even from thence, ye mighty lords, come hither, and drink libations of the flowing Soma. 11 Whether ye be in heaven, O Indrayagni, on earth, on mountains, in the herbs, or waters, even from thence, ye mighty lords, come hither, and drink libations of the flowing Soma. 12 If, when the sun to the mid-heaven hath mounted, ye take delight in food, O Indrayagni, even from thence, ye mighty lords, come hither, and drink libations of the flowing Soma. 13 Thus having drunk your fill of our libation, win us all kinds of wealth, Indra and Agni. This prayer of ours may Varuna grant, and Mitra, and Utti and Sindhu, earth and heaven. Hymn Cix. Indrayagni. One longing for will I looked around, in spirit, for kinsmen, Indrayagni, or for brothers. No providence but yours alone is with me, so have I wrought for you this hymn for succour. 2 For I have heard that ye give wealth more freely than worthless son-in-law or spouse's brother. So offering to you this draught of Soma, I make you this new hymn, Indra and Agni. 3 Let us not break the cords, with this petition we strive to gain the powers of our forefathers. For Indrayagni the strong drops are joyful dash, for here in the bowl's lap are both the press stones. 4 For you the bowl divine, Indra and Agni, presses the Soma gladly to delight you. With hands auspicious and fair arms, ye Asvins, haste, sprinkle it with sweetness in the waters. 5 You, I have heard, were mightiest, Indrayagni, when Vrtra fell and when the spoil was parted. Sit at this sacrifice, ye ever active, on the strewn grass, and with the juice delight you. 6 Surpassing all men where they shout for battle, yet twain exceed the earth and heaven in greatness. Greater are ye than rivers and than mountains, O Indrayagni, and all things beside them. 7 Bring wealth and give it, ye whose arms wield thunder, Indra and Agni, with your powers protect us. Now of a truth these be the very sunbeams wherewith our fathers were of old united. 8 Give, ye who shatter forts, whose hands wield thunder, Indra and Agni, save us in our battles. This prayer of ours may Varuna grant, and Mitra, and Utti and Sindhu, earth and heaven. Hymn Cx. Rebus. 1. The holy work I wrought before is wrought again, my sweetest hymn is sung to celebrate your praise. Here, O ye Rebus, is the seed for all the gods, sate you with Soma offered with the hallowing word. 2 When, seeking your enjoyment onward from afar, ye, certain of my kinsmen, wandered on your way, sons of Sudangvan, after your long journeying, ye came unto the home of liberal Savitar. 3 Savitar therefore gave you immortality, because ye came proclaiming him whom naught can hide. And this the drinking chalice of the Azura, which till that time was one, ye made to be fourfold. 4 When they had served with zeal at sacrifice as priests, they, mortal as they were, gained immortality. The Rebus, children of Sudangvan, bright as suns, were in a year's course made associate with prayers. 5 The Rebus, with the rod measured, as 'twere a field, the single sacrificial chalice. Wide of mouth, lauded of all who saw, praying for what is best, desiring glorious fame among immortal gods. 6 As oil in ladles, we through knowledge will present unto the heroes of the firmament our hymn the Rebus who came near with this great Father's speed, and rose to heaven's high sphere to cat the strengthening food. 7 Rebu to us is Indra freshest in his might, Rabu with powers and wealth is giver of rich gifts. Gods, through your favor may we on the happy day quell the attacks of those who pour no offerings forth. 8 Out of a skin, O Rebus, once ye formed a cow, and brought the mother close unto her calf again. Sons of Sudungvan, heroes, with surpassing skill ye made your aged parents youthful as before. 9 Help us with strength where spoil is won, O Indra, joined with Digbus give us varied bounty. This prayer of ours may Varuna grant, and Mitra, and Utti and Sindhu, earth and heaven. Hymn CXI. Rebus. 1 Working with skill they wrought the lightly rolling car, they wrought the bays who bear Indra and bring great gifts. The Rebus for their parents made life young again. And fashioned for the calf a mother by its side. 2 For sacrifice make for us active vital power for skill and wisdom food with noble progeny. Grant to our company this power most excellent, that with a family all heroic we may dwell. 3 Do ye, O Rebus, make prosperity for us, prosperity for car, ye heroes, and for steed. Grant us prosperity victorious evermore, conquering foes in battle, strangers, or Achen. 4 Indra, the Rebus lord, I invocate for aid, the Rebus, Vahas, Maruts to the Soma draft. Varuna, Mitra, both, yea, and the Asvins twain, let them speed us to wealth, wisdom, and victory. May 5th Rebus send prosperity for battle, may Vaha conquering in the fight protect us. This prayer of ours may Varuna grant, and Mitra, and Utti and Sindhu, earth and heaven. Hymn CXII. Asvins. 1 To give first thought to them, I worship heaven and earth, and Agni, fair bright glow, to hasten their approach. Come hither unto us, O Asvins, with those aids wherewith in fight ye speed the war cry to the spoil. 2 Ample, unfailing, they have mounted as it were an eloquent car that ye may think of us and give. Come hither unto us, O Asvins, with those aids wherewith ye help our thoughts to further holy acts. 3 Ye by the might which heavenly nectar giveth you are in supreme dominion lords of all these folk. Come hither unto us, O Asvins, with those aids wherewith ye, heroes, made the barren cow give milk. 4 The aids wherewith the wanderer through his offspring's might, or the two-mothered son shows swiftest mid the swift, wherewith the sapient one acquired his triple lore. Come hither unto us, O Asvins, with those aids. 5 Wherewith ye raised from waters, prisoned and fast bound, Rebha, and Vandana to look upon the light, wherewith ye succoured Kapva as he strove to win. Come hither unto us, O Asvins, with those aids. 6 Wherewith ye rescued Antika when languishing deep in the pit, and Bujaya with unfailing help. And comforted Karkandhu, Vaya, in their woe. Come hither unto us, O Asvins, with those aids. 7 Wherewith ye gave Gukanti wealth and happy home, and made the fiery pit friendly for a try's sake. Wherewith ye guarded Purikutsa, Pierce Nigu, come hither unto us, O Agvin, with those aids. 8 Mighty ones, with what powers ye gave Paravraj aid, what time ye made the blind and lame to see and walk, wherewith ye set at liberty the swallowed quail. Come hither unto us, O Asvins, with those aids. 9 Wherewith ye quickened the most sweet exhaustless flood, and comforted Vasistha, ye who ne'er decay, and to Sridharya, Kutsa, Narya gave your help. Come hither unto us, O Asvins, with those aids. 10 Wherewith ye helped, in battle of 1,000 spoils, Vispala seeking booty, powerless to move. Wherewith ye guarded friendly Vaga, Asva's son. Come hither unto us, O Asvins, with those aids. 11 Whereby the cloud, ye bounteous givers, shed sweet rain for Durgas Ravas, for the merchant Asaja, wherewith ye helped Kaxivan, singer of your praise. Come hither unto us, O Asvins, with those aids. 12 Wherewith ye made Razas swell full with water floods, and urged to victory the car without a horse, wherewith Trisoka drove forth his recovered cows. Come hither unto us, O Asvins, with those aids. 13 Wherewith ye, compass round the sun when far away, strengthened Mandatar in his tasks as lord of lands, and to sage Bharadvaha gave protecting help. Come hither unto us, O Asvins, with those aids. 14 Wherewith, when Sambara was slain, ye guarded well great Atithagva, Devodissa, Kasaju, and Trisadasya when the forts were shattered down. Come hither unto us, O Asvins, with those aids. 15 Wherewith ye honored the great drinker Vamra, and Upastuta, and Kali when he gained his wife, and lent to Vyasva. And to Partha favoring help. Come hither unto us, O Asvins, with those aids. 16 Wherewith, O heroes, ye vouchsafed deliverance to Seu, Atrai, and to Manu long ago. Wherewith ye shot your shafts in sea Amarasmi's cause. Come hither unto us, O Asvins, with those aids. 17 Wherewith Patharva, in his majesty of form, shone in his course like to a gathered kindled fire. Wherewith ye helped Suryata in the mighty fray. Come hither unto us, O Asvins, with those aids. 18 Wherewith, Angirazas, ye triumphed in your heart, and onward went to liberate the flood of milk. Wherewith ye helped the hero Manu with new strength. Come hither unto us, O Asvins, with those aids. 19 Wherewith ye brought Ai for Vimata to wed, wherewith ye freely gave the ruddy cows away, wherewith ye brought the host of kind gods to suit us. Come hither unto us, O Asvins, with those aids. 20 Wherewith ye bring great bliss to him who offers gifts, wherewith ye have protected Bujayu, Adragu, and good and gracious Subhara and Rdastup. Come hither unto us, O Asvins, with those aids. 21 Wherewith ye served Krisanu where the shafts were shot, and helped the young man's horse to swiftness in the race, wherewith ye bring delicious honey to the bees. Come hither unto us, O Asvins, with those aids. 22 Wherewith ye speed the hero as he fights for kine in hero battle, in the strife for land and sons, wherewith ye safely guard his horses and his car. Come hither unto us, O Asvins, with those aids. 23 Wherewith ye, lords of 100 powers, helped Kutsa, son of Aduni, gave Turvatai and Abhiti strength, favored Dvasanti and lent Purazanti help. Come hither unto us, O Asvins, with those aids. 24 Make ye our speech effectual, O ye Asvins, and this are him, ye mighty wonder workers. In luckless game I call on you for succor. Strengthen us also on the field of battle. 25 With undiminished blessings, O ye Asvins, for evermore both night and day protect us. This prayer of ours may Varuna grant, and Mitra, and Utti and Sindhu, earth and heaven. Hymn Xiath. Dawn. 1. This light is come, amid all lights the fairest, born is the brilliant, fair extending brightness. Night, sent away for Savitar's uprising, hath yielded up a birthplace for the morning. To the fair, the bright is come with her white offspring, to her the dark one hath resigned her dwelling. Akin, immortal, following each other, changing their colors both the heavens move onward. 3 Common, unending is the sisters' pathway, taught by the gods, alternately they travel. Fair formed, of different hues and yet one-minded, night and dawn clash not, neither do they travel. 4 Bright leader of glad sounds, our eyes behold her, splendid in hue she hath unclosed the portals. She, stirring up the world, hath shown us riches, dawn hath awakened every living creature. 5 Rich dawn, she sets afoot the coiled up sleeper, one for enjoyment, one for wealth or worship, those who saw little for extended vision. All living creatures hath the dawn awakened. 6 One to high sway, one to exalted glory, one to pursue his gain, and one his labor, all to regard their different vocations, all moving creatures hath the dawn awakened. 7 We see her there, the child of heaven apparent, the young maid, flushing in her shining raiment. Thou sovereign lady of all earthly treasure, flush on us here, auspicious dawn, this morning. 8 She first of endless morns to come hereafter, follows the path of morns that have departed. Dawn, at her rising, urges forth the living him who is dead, she wakes not from his slumber. 9 As thou, dawn, hast caused Agni to be kindled, and with the sun's eye hast revealed creation, and hast awakened men to offer worship, thou hast performed, for gods, a noble service. 10 How long a time, and they shall be together dawns that have shone and dawns to shine hereafter? She yearns for former dawns with eager longing, and goes forth gladly shining with the others. 11 Gone are the men who in the days before us looked on the rising of the earlier morning. We the living, now behold her brightness, and they come nigh who shall hereafter see her. 12 Foe chaser, born of law, the law's protectress, joy-giver, waker of all pleasant voices, auspicious, bringing food for God's enjoyment, shine on us here, most bright, O dawn, this morning. 13 From days eternal hath dawn shone, the goddess, and shows this light today, endowed with riches. So will she shine on days to come, immortal she moves on in her own strength, undecaying. 14 In the sky's borders hath she shone in splendor, the goddess hath thrown off the veil of darkness. Awakening the world with purple horses, on her well-harnessed chariot dawn approaches. 15 Bringing all life-sustaining blessings with her, showing herself she sends forth brilliant luster. Last of the countless mornings that have vanished, first of bright morns to come hath dawn arisen. 16 Arise. The breath, the life, again hath reached us, darkness hath passed away and light approacheth. She for the sun hath left a path to travel, we have arrived where men prolong existence. 17 Singing the praises of refulgent mornings with his hymns Webb the priest, the poet rises. Shine then today, rich maid, on him who lauds thee, shine down on us the gift of life and I pring. 18 Dawns giving sons all heroes, kine, and horses, shining upon the man who brings oblations, these let the Soma oppressor gain when ending his glad songs louder than the voice of Veda. 19 Mother of gods, Uttis for you of glory, ensign of sacrifice, shine forth exalted. Rise up, bestowing praise on our devotion all bounteous, Neacus chief among the people. 20 Whatever splendid wealth the dawns bring with them to bless the man who offers praise and worship, even that may Mitra, Varuna vouchsafe us, and Utti and Sindhu, earth and heaven. Hymn CXIV. Rudra. 1. To the strong Rudra bring we these our songs of praise, to him the Lord of heroes with the braided hair, that it be well with all our cattle and our men, that in this village all he healthy and well fed. 2. Be gracious unto us, O Rudra, bring us joy, thee, Lord of heroes, thee with reverence will we serve. Whatever health and strength our father Manu won by sacrifice may we, under thy guidance, gain. 3. By worship of the gods may we, O bounteous one, O Rudra, gain thy grace, ruler of valiant men. Come to our families, bringing them bliss, may we, whose heroes are uninjured, bring thee sacred gifts, for hither we call for aid the wise, the wanderer, impetuous Rudra, perfecter of sacrifice. May he repel from us the anger of the gods, verily we desire his favorable grace. 5. Him with the braided hair we call with reverence down, the wild boar of the sky, the red, the dazzling shape. May he, his hand filled full of sovereign medicines, grant us protection, shelter, and a home secure. 6. To him the Marut's father is this hymn addressed, to strengthen Rudra's might, a song more sweet than sweet. Grant us, immortal one, the food which mortals eat, be gracious unto me, my seed, my progeny. 7. O Rudra, harm not either great or small of us, harm not the growing boy, harm not the full-grown man. Slay not a sire among us, slay no mother here, and to our own dear bodies, Rudra, do not harm. 8. Harm us not, Rudra, in our seed and progeny, harm us not in the living, nor in cows or steeds, slay not our heroes in the fury of thy wrath. Bringing oblations evermore we call to thee. 9. Even as a herdsman I have brought thee hymns of praise, O Father of the Maruts, give us happiness, blessed is thy most favoring benevolence, so, verily, do we desire thy saving help. 10. Far be thy dart that killeth men or cattle, thy bliss be with us, O thou Lord of heroes. Be gracious unto us, O God, and bless us, and then vouchsafe us doubly strong protection. 11. We, seeking help, have spoken and adored him, may Rudra, girt by Maruts, hear our calling. This prayer of ours may Varuna grant, and Mitra, and Utti and Sindhu, earth and heaven. Hymn CXV. Surya. 1. The brilliant presence of the gods hath risen, the eye of Mitra, Varuna, and Agni. The soul of all that moveth not or moveth, the sun hath filled the air and earth and heaven. 2. Like as a young man followeth a maiden, so doth the sun the dawn, refulgent goddess, where pious men extend their generations, before the auspicious one for happy fortune. 3. Auspicious are the sun's bay-colored horses, bright, changing hues, meet for our shouts of triumph. Bearing our prayers, thy sky's ridge have they mounted, and in a moment speed round earth and heaven. 4. This is the Godhead, this might of Surya, he hath withdrawn what spread o'er work unfinished. When he hath loosed his horses from their station, straight over all night spreadeth out her garment. 5. In the sky's lap the sun this form assumeth that Varuna and Mitra may behold it. His bay steeds well maintain his power eternal, at one time bright and darksome at another. 6. This day, O gods, while Surya is ascending, deliver us from trouble and dishonor. This prayer of ours may Varuna grant, and Mitra, and Utti and Sindhu, earth and heaven. Hymn CXVI. Asvins. 1. I trim like grass my song for the Nasatiyas and send their lauds forth as the wind drives rain clouds, who, in a chariot rapid as an arrow, brought to the youthful Vimata a consort. 2. Borne on by rapid steeds of mighty pinion Oregon proudly trusting in the gods' incitements. That stallion ass of yours won, O Nasatiyas, that thousand in the race, in Yama's contest. 3. Yet, Asvins, as a dead man leaves his riches, Tigra left Bujayu in the cloud of waters. Ye brought him back in animated vessels, traversing air, unwetted by the billows. 4. Bujayu ye bore with winged things, Nasatiyas, which for 3 nights, 3 days full swiftly traveled, to the sea's farther shore, the strand of ocean, in 3 cars, Hund Redfoot, with 6 horses. 5. Ye wrought that hero exploit in the ocean which giveth no support, or hold or station, what time ye carried Bujayu to his dwelling, borne in a ship with 100 oars, O Asvins. 6. The white horse which of old ye gave Agasva, Asvins, a gift to be his wealth forever still to be praised is that your glorious present, still to be famed is the bray horse of Pidu. 7. O heroes, ye gave wisdom to Kaxivan who sprang from Pajra's line, who sang your praises. Ye poured forth from the hoof of your strong charger 100 jars of wine as from a strainer. 8. Ye warded off with cold the fire's fierce burning, food very rich in nori pliment ye furnished. Atrai, cast downward in the cavern, Asvins ye brought, with all his people, forth to comfort. 9. Ye lifted up the well, O ye Nasatiyas, and set the base on high to open downward. Streams flowed for folk of Gotama who thirst, like rain to bring forth thousand-fold abundance. 10. Ye from the old Sayavana, O Nasatiyas, stripped, as 'twere male, the skin upon his body, lengthened his life when all had left him helpless, Dasras. And made him lord of youthful maidens. 11. Worthy of praise and worth the winning, heroes, is that your favoring succor O Nasatiyas, what time ye, knowing well his case, delivered Vandanatram the pit like hidden treasure. 12. That mighty deed of yours, for gain, O heroes, as thunder heraldeth the rain, I publish, when, by the horse's head, Atharvan's offspring Dadhyak made known to you the Soma's sweetness. 13. In the great rite the wise dame called, Nasatiyas, you, lords of many treasures, to assist her. Ye heard the weakling's wife, as 'twere an order, and gave to her a son Hiranyausta. 14. Ye from the wolf's jaws, as ye stood together, set free the quail, O heroes, O Nasatiyas. Ye, lords of many treasures, gave the poet his perfect vision as he mourned his trouble. 15. When in the time of night, in Kila's battle, a leg was severed like a wild bird's pinion, straight ye gave Vispali a leg of iron that she might move what time the conflict opened. 16. His father robbed Rajarasva of his eyesight who for the she-wolf slew 100 wethers. Ye gave him eyes, Nasatiyas, wonder-workers, physicians, that he saw with sight uninjured. 17. The daughter of the sun your car ascended, first reaching as it were the goal with coursers. All deities within their hearts assented, and yet, Nasatayas, are close linked with glory. 18 Went to his house ye came, to Devodasa, hasting to Bharadvaha, O ye Asvins, the car that came with you brought splendid riches, a porpoise and a bull were yoked together. 19 Ye, bringing wealth with rule, and life with offspring, life rich in noble heroes. O Nasatayas, Accordant came with strength to Jahnu's children who offered you thrice every day your portion. 20 Ye bore away at night by easy pathways Jahyusa compassed round on every quarter, and, with your car that cleaves the toe asunder, Nasatayas never decaying, rent the mountains. 21 One morn Ye strengthened Vaga for the battle, to gather spoils that might be told in thousands. With Indra joined Ye drove away misfortunes, Ye foes of Pirthu's Ravas, O Ye mighty. 22 From the deep well Ye raised on high the water, so that Ragatka's son, Sarah, should drink it. And with your might, to help the weary Seu, Ye made the barren cow yield milk, Nasatayas. 23 To Visvaka, Nasatayas, son of Krishna, the righteous man who sought your aid and praised you, Ye with your powers restored, like some lost creature, his son Visnapa for his eyes to look on. 24 Asvins, Ye raised, like Soma in a ladle Rebha, who for 10